the bishop. I played this yesterday, but I want to play it again. It's worth it.
You know, just a few days ago, I was in Indianapolis for the marvelous celebration of the Eucharistic Congress. 50,000 Catholics coming together to worship the Lord and celebrate the real presence of Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament. So I come from that experience, and I come home, and I love the Olympics, so I turn on the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. What do I see now? And it's in Paris, France, a city I love. I spent 3 years as a doctoral student there. What do I see but this gross mockery of the Last Supper? And I won't describe it any further. Just go online. It's gone viral. You can see it. But this, France felt evidently, as it's trying to put its best cultural foot forward, the right thing to do is to mock this very central moment in Christianity where Jesus, at his Last Supper, gives his body and blood in anticipation of the cross. And so it's presented, though, as this gross, sort of flippant mockery.
A mockery. No apology. Billions of people. 50 million people, you get an apology. We're so sorry. We're deeply sorry. Christians, we don't care.
France, which used to be called the eldest daughter of the church. Paris, that gave us, Thomas Aquinas taught there, and Vincent de Paul was there, King Louis IX, St. Louis. France that sent Catholic missionaries all over the world. France, whose culture, and I mean the honoring of the individual and of human rights and of freedom, is grounded very much in Christianity, felt the right thing to do was to mock the Christian faith. You know, a question I would pose, we all know the answer to it. Would they ever have dared mock Islam in a similar way? Would they ever?
They would not. And you know why? Because Islam wouldn't stand for it. You know who else they wouldn't mock? They wouldn't make a mistake on South Korea either, because those people matter to the Olympics.
Ever dreamed of mocking in this gross, public way a scene from the Koran? As I say, we all know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I think, folks, what's interesting here is this deeply secularist postmodern society knows who its enemy is. They're naming it, and we should believe them. They're telling us who they are. We should believe them. But
you hear what he's saying right there. He's saying you should believe exactly who they're telling you they are. They're there to disrespect you. They're not going to apologize. They're going to excuse it away, which I'll show you in a second. And they're going to apologize to everybody but you. Have you ever, let them seem in a bad light to anybody else. They will issue an apology. But Christians, you won't get one.
Furthermore, we Christians, we Catholics should not be sheepish. We should resist. We should make our voices heard.
There you go. And that is hands down the reason why nothing ever changes, is because collectively, since we broke off, Catholicism, Orthodox, Protestant, we can't even come together. I really like what Bishop Robert Barron says. I am not somebody who is outside, won't only listen to somebody who is of a denomination. Catholics, Orthodox, Protestants, I want to hear what you all have to say. And I'm okay with that's not your cup of tea. That's my cup of tea. And here he goes, 3 hours ago. Friends, Christians should always resist evil. I think we have indeed become too timid in the face of our cultural antagonists. We have. That's why you didn't get an apology. When you asked for one, you didn't get one. But South Korea got an apology. These guys right here, they get an apology. You, as a Christian, you don't get an apology because you don't stand up for yourself. Like Barron said, we have indeed become too timid in the face of our antagonists.